First play, here's Cousins. Got his man, it's Bo Melton. And wrangled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. The end result, 21 yards.
First down, Minnesota.
Now Cousins. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. You look at this Bears defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7.
7.
I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. This defense for the Bears, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
First down, Vikings.
On play action, Cousins. Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again. He is out of bounds inside the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Gave him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down, Minnesota.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Pass to Brown. He's got it right across the route. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Chandler is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Vikings 7, Bears 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Oh, some strong running. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At about the 32. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
The Bears at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And let's remember that last week that this offense They played about as well as they possibly could play, touchdown after touchdown. They were absolutely unstoppable in that game. They'll be hard-pressed to do it again, repeat that type of performance. But, boy, were they sensational just a week ago. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time you wait for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw is Fields. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Play action. It's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it up. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And this is going to be intercepted. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead.
Now the defense loses him. It's complete. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Fields on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. $14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Bears nothing.
Fields going to get to and a loose football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Davion Taylor. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. When you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the... They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Here we go, son.
They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
This 2nd and 4. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields able to hit his target, Claypool. And Claypool going to have a Bears first down as he's brought down at the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's Fields. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal, and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down from the 26. They'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's down the field for Jefferson. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Minnesota. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff to Chandler. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Robert Quinn. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and break it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Joseph on for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Vikings 21, Bears nothing.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Jones on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Fields now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And he'll get this complete downfield to Kmet. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Fields. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Andrew Booth picks it off. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's a pickup of 3 on the play, but with it, time has run out on the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25. as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely... finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Mow him down like a lawnmower, baby! No mental mistakes out there, offense! Angel. Press out, down, right. He's been open all day.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And take it right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 33-yard line.
Stop him at the 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. First play's a run with Nwangu. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Cousins now. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
On third down, Cousins. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. From the gun, here's Cousins. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here comes third and about a foot. Throwing, Cousins. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Vikings first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in this.
Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Break it!
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Just another day in the office.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On play action, Fields. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Fields to Mooney for the Chicago first.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bears 3.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
10 more yards. That's another Bears.
A man who led the league in yards per carry last year, it's Khalil Herbert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
7 catches for him now. This last one, a 1st down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Vikings 18-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Now Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. They'll run with Hall. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
To throw is Fields. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They're able to hold them to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter, you're going. They'll try to run with Hall. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about... Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Here's Jones on the return.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Fields throw complete here to Kmet.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Fields. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
And this is caught. He hits more. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And the Bears, 1st down.
Off play action. Fields
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
on 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
78 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
That's good. Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A shotgun snap. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go, son.
On 1st down, Fields. They'll set up the screen for Hall.
Nice little juke. Touchdown, Bears!
Breece Hall, 28 yards. And the Bears are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings.
Kene Nwangu, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
We are in it to win it.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. But we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked by Cameron Bynum.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things.